Relax your forehead, the eyebrows, the space between the eyebrows. Relax your cheekbones, the jaws. Gently part the lips and clench the teeth. And just enjoy the softness and the ease of the body. Relax the mind, leaving everything behind in the background. Almost as if you are underwater. And all the noises and the chatter of the mind is very distant, muffled. You're deep underwater, and you're firmly rooted into the ground, into the earth, like a seaweed. Its root system attached to the ground. And its body swaying gently from side to side. So feeling this connection to the Mother Earth, through your sitting bones. And at the same time feeling the lightness and the ease of the body and the gentle movement following the undercurrents of the water. Relaxing the mind and the breath. And let's stay here for another minute or so, enjoying the silence, the peacefulness. Slow and easy, steady breaths. Take a few more moments to enjoy the beauty and the gracefulness of the body swinging left and right, following the currents. And even take a moment to visualize yourself as a beautiful seaweed, any color that you like, any shape of leaves and petals and branches. Just enjoying the form, staying a little longer with it. And then slowly let's bring that gentle movement to a stop, bringing your spine to vertical. And then let's bring the chin in gently towards the chest. Gently engage the belly. Pull the belly button in and up as if you're trying to hide it behind your rib cage. And also pull your pelvic floor up. This is the gentle movement of when you're trying to stop the flow of pee. And then hold the pelvic floor up, the belly in, and the chin in, down towards the chest. This is called the great lock in yoga, and it's usually done on an exhale, holding the breath out. So let's take a deep inhalation. And exhale, again, bring the pelvic floor up, belly in, chin down, and hold the breath out. Try to stay here for as long as you can. And when you feel the need to take a breath in, release the pelvic floor, the belly, the chin, and breathe in. And you can slowly start coming back to the room, maybe opening the eyes or keeping them closed. And let's maybe change the crossing of the legs, because you've stayed like that for quite a bit. And from here, we're going to start with gentle movements, first circling the head in one direction. Take your time. Anywhere that you feel a little bit more soreness, stay there and take a couple of breaths in that position. Or anywhere that you feel you need to stay because it feels particularly good, do that. And then let's reverse and circle in the other direction. Keep your face relaxed the whole time. And then next time the chin touches the chest, stay there. Interlace the hands behind your neck and then allow the elbows to drop down towards the floor. And gently, with the help of gravity, without too much forcing, allow the neck to stretch. Really lengthen your spine one more time. Pull the belly in, bringing the chin closer to the chest. Breathe into the neck. And then you can start turning the chin towards the one shoulder and then the other. Nothing else changes. Just gently turning the head sideways. Slow movements. Good. One more. And then let's inhale and open the shoulders. Send the chest forwards. Bring the shoulder blades towards one another. Engage the core. Pull the belly button in. Take an inhale. And a full exhale. On your next inhale, stretch the arms up. The palms pressing towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulders down. Close the ribs and again engage the belly, pull it in and up. Take an inhale here and exhale, bend over to the right. Try not to close the shoulder, to close the chest, keep it open. Feel the length in both sides of your waist. Take another inhale, exhale. Inhaling back to center. Readjust the posture, drop the shoulders down, belly in. Exhale, left. Keep the shoulder open. Stretch, pull those palms up. Keep breathing. And inhale, come back to center. From here, relax the arms, bring them behind your back, interlace the fingers. Now, if you need a strap here to keep your arms straight, use a strap or a towel. If you can't, palms together and lift the arms away from the body. So as far up as you can without collapsing the shoulders. Keep them open, keep that belly engaged. And here's long, deep breaths. If you are familiar with Ujjayi breath, which is breath with the constriction at the back of the throat, the same as when you're fogging a mirror and producing the sound, but keeping the mouth closed. 2 more breaths. So we're going to try and use this breath throughout the practice. If it's not Ujjayi, just slow, easy breaths. Now let's come back. Well, actually, let's come to all fours with your hands under your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Good. Now, tuck the tailbone under, gently rounding the lower back. Pull the belly in and also round the upper back. And feel that strength and integrity in your core. And then very lightly stretch the right leg. Place it on the floor behind you. Tuck the toe under. Make that leg really, really strong. Keep pushing the floor away with your hands and keep looking in front of you. And then the other leg becomes really light and you come into a plank position. Your breath is still here. The face is relaxed. Keep rounding the back, tucking the tailbone under. Good. One more deep, long breath. And then exhale, bring the knees down. Point the elbows backwards. Start bending them back. Bring the chest between your hands and the chin down on the floor. Good. Inhale, slide forwards. Belly on the floor, pubic bone on the floor. Untuck the toes, press them into the ground. And gently press into your hands to rise up in cobra. Keep your shoulders back and away from the ears. Keep breathing. Very nice. One more breath. And then slowly relax, belly down. Good. From here, let's interlace the hands behind the back. Again, squeeze the palms together if you can. Use your strap. And on your next inhale, you're going to lift the chest, really moving the shoulder blades towards one another. Now lift the arms away from the body as well. Good. Final step, or you can stay here, is to bring the legs up as well. So strong core, push that pubic bone into the floor, keep your belly engaged. Keep looking forwards, relax the face, and breathe. Okay, one more breath, deep, long inhalation. And complete exhalation. Come down on the floor, relax everything, relax the arms by the side of the body, one cheek on the floor, and wiggle your hips left and right. Just releasing the lower back, the belly soft. And then let's come up again. Hands by the chest, spread your fingers, squeeze the elbows by the side of the body, press the tops of the feet onto the floor, and let's inhale and come in cobra. So try to keep your pubic bone down on the floor, your belly on the floor. And then from here, next level is to tuck the toes under, lift the knees away from the floor and come a little more forwards. Yeah. Now untuck the toes, pressing the tops of the feet on the floor, lift the knees away from the floor. This is upward facing dog. Send the chest forwards, continue breathing. Very good. This is a strong pose. Push the floor, open the shoulders. And exhale, release the knees down on the floor. Send your hips back. Stretch the arms as far forwards as you can and relax the forehead on the ground. Child's pose. This is the resting pose. So while we are doing the next sequence, at any time, if you feel too overwhelmed, just come here and rest. And then on your next inhale, look between your hands. Then tuck your toes under. And start slowly lifting your hips high up towards the sky, at the same time pressing the hands into the floor for downward facing dog. Relax the head. You can keep your knees bent. And then start walking the dog by bending one knee and then the other. Roll the shoulders outwards. Move the shoulder blades away from your ears. Your belly is engaged. And whenever you remember during the practice, try to lift your pelvic floor up. Good. And let's all meet in a still down dog. Check that your feet are hip distance apart. And your hands are shoulder distance apart. Very good. Press the hands into the floor, really lengthen the arms, and then from the arms, all the spine, turn the tailbone up towards the sky. And send the heels towards the back of the room. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, look between your hands. Come on your toes. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. So it's almost touching your rib cage. And move your weight a little bit more forwards. Now lean over to the left and cup your right fingers to step your right leg through. Good. Drop the hips down now. And then let's start moving up and down and forth and back. From here, let's stop the movement and make sure that your knee is over your ankle. Engage your thighs and then become light and lift up in high lunge. Good. So if your stance is too wide, transfer the back leg a bit more forward so that your knee is over your ankle. Very important not to injure your knee. Good. Stretch the arms up. And on your next exhale, you're going to bend the elbows in front of you and place the left on top of the right. Intertwine your forearms, pressing the palms together. And then move the elbows further away from the face. Lift them up. And either stay here or if you wish, try to go for a gentle back bend. And remember to breathe. One more breath. And then slowly release the arms and frame the front foot. Good. Keep the left hand close to your foot and then start opening the body to the right. Open the right shoulder, stack it over the left, stretch the right arm up. This is a twist. Now, if it's difficult to have your back leg off the floor, you can bring the back knee down. So Tseti is the opposite way. So the opposite arm down. Yes. Now lift the right arm and face the camera. Yeah, that's it. Keep breathing. Drop your hips a little lower if you can. And for the last 2 breaths, see if you can stretch that top arm over the head. But if you're trying to reach for something in front of your head and send the heel back. Imagine there is a rope attached to your heel, pulling in one direction, and another one attached to your fingers in the opposite direction. Very nice. Exhale, frame the front foot. From here, we're going to straighten the front leg, staying on the back heel, as if you have very, very high heels. And try to keep your spine really long. Roll your right hip back, left hip forwards. Use blocks or books underneath your hands if you cannot reach. And simply breathe. Very nice. James, step your back leg a little more forward. Good. And now see if you can lengthen your spine a little more. Very nice. Good. From here, let's walk your hands or your blocks 1 step forwards. Bend the front knee, and now you're going to transfer the weight onto your right leg to lift your left leg off the floor. So this is preparation for warrior 3. We are on the right leg. Left leg is in the air. Keep your focus in front of you. Lift your pelvic floor. Engage the core. Good. And now, once you've done that and you feel stable, become light on your fingers and bring your hands in front of the chest in prayer. Now, if this is too much, stay here with the hands down. It's okay. Or maybe lift only one hand, the other one supports you. Make sure that you breathe. That's the most important. Good. One more breath, and then prepare to bring the back leg down, slowly with control, gracefully if you can. Coming into high lunge. Good. Let's inhale, stretch the arms. And exhale, frame the front foot. Good, well done. From here, inhale, slide this right leg back into plank. And we're going to exhale and go through a vinyasa, which is either knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, whichever option you choose. Knees down, chest between your hands, chin down. Inhale, sliding cobra or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Half a round done. Now feel the difference between your right hip and your left hip. Your right hamstring and the left hamstring. And then we're going to move on to the left side to balance the body. So let's inhale and look forwards between your hands. Come on your toes, really, really high. Bring the left knee really, really high. Squeeze it to the belly. And then lean to the right. Cup your left fingers and step the foot through. Good. Drop the hip down and then start pulsing up and down, forth and back. Good. Now, in order to keep your balance, make sure that your back leg is not behind your front leg, but is a little to the right. And then knee over ankle, become light, and rise up. The back leg is on the heel, sorry, not on the heel, on the toes, as if you're wearing high heels. And your front knees over your ankle. And then bending the elbows. This time the right elbow will go over the left. Inhale, pull the elbows forwards and up. And when you exhale, this is optional if you can and if you want. Back bend. And keep breathing. One more breath. And then you're going to exhale and frame the front foot. Now the right hand will stay on the floor. So the entire palm, or use a block, and open the body to the left. Open the left shoulder, stretch the left arm. Yeah. Keep your spine long. And think about trying to show your belly button over your left thigh. Nice. Now for the last couple of breaths, stretch that arm forwards and imagine those two ropes pulling you in the opposite direction. Imagine your spine becoming longer, the spaces between the vertebrae increasing. And then exhale, frame the front foot. On your next inhale, you're going to straighten your front leg and come into a pyramid pose with your back heel off the floor again. Hands down on the floor or on blocks. If you can't reach, roll the shoulders back, keep your spine long. Left hip goes back, right hip goes forward. Good. Keep breathing. And prepare for the next step, which is the balance. So walk your hands or your blocks a little forwards, bend your front knee, transfer the weight slowly, don't rush, lift your right leg as high as you can. And then engaging your pelvic floor and your core, slowly come up. Bring your hands in prayer. Keep your focus down on the floor. Keep the mind relaxed. The body engaged. This is what is called practicing effort and ease in yoga. The body exerts the effort. The mind, though, is relaxed. And then slowly start bending the front leg, step the back leg behind you. Inhale, we're going to lift the arms up, staying in high lunge. And exhale, frame front foot. Inhale, slide the leg back, come into your plank position. And exhale, either continue knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, elbows back. Inhale, cobra, or up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now 5 breaths This is going to be your resting pose. So if down dog is a good rest for you, stay in down dog. If not, move in child's pose. Try to regulate your breathing so that your inhalation is equal to your exhalation. Very nice. Press the hands into the floor. Relax the neck. One more breath here. And then inhale, look between your hands. We're going to do the same, lifting the right leg, stepping it through. Now turn the back heel and place it on the floor. And then start straightening the front leg. Support your right hand on the leg, turn the body open, and stack your left shoulder on top of the right. I'm going to turn so you can see me. Triangle pose. Keep the chest open. Your focus is towards the left thumb. Your front leg is a little bent. And on your exhale, bend the front knee. And support the elbow on the knee, stretching the left arm by the ear. Turn the rib cage open towards the sky. Sink your left hip. And again, feel the length along the left side of the body. Very nice. One more breath. And then slowly you're going to release the body forwards, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. So your heels are slightly out and your toes are slightly in. And then placing the hands down on the floor. Turn your hips up, lengthen your spine, look forwards. And then exhale, start bending the elbows back and come forward as far as you can. If you can, have your palms on the floor, the entire palm on the floor. Keep squeezing the elbows towards one another. Transfer the weight a little more forwards. And relax the neck. Maybe shake the head for yes, for no. Good. 2 more deep breaths. And then slowly inhale, coming up. Now turn your right leg to 45 degrees and squat to the right. Keeping your left leg straight with your toes pointing up. Your hands can be down on the floor or in front of the chest. Keep your spine long. If your heel is off the floor, you can support it with something, a cushion, a block, or a book. Very nice. Take one more breath. And then turn towards the right, framing your front foot. Place the hands on the floor. Inhale, slide the legs back, coming into plank. And go through your vinyasa, or if you're too tired, push back in down dog. If you're going for the vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale, down dog. Very good, we are almost through. Let's do the left leg. And then we'll go down on the floor. Okay, inhaling, looking forwards, coming on your toes, lifting the left knee, transferring the weight on the right hand, stepping the left leg back in front of you. Now turn the back heel down. Start straightening the left leg. Left hand supports on the shin. And stretch the right arm open. I'm going to turn again so you can see me. Don't really hyperextend that leg. The knee should be tiny little bit bent. Tuck your left hip under and keep the chest really wide, open, spacious. Lengthen all the way from your hips to the crown. And then bend the front knee, support the elbow. Drop that right hip a little lower and stretch the right arm over the head. Turn the chest open. Look underneath your armpit. Press that back foot into the floor, the back edge of the foot, and stretch the fingers forwards. Very nice. And then slowly straighten that leg, come forwards in a wide-legged forward fold. This time we're going to interlace the hands behind your back and move them away from the body, releasing the torso down, the head, the neck. Keep breathing. Take an inhale, lift the pelvic floor up. Take an exhale, pull the belly button in and up. One more breath like this. And then exhale, release the hands down in the middle in front of you. Turn the left foot to 45 degrees. And then squat down, leaving your right toes pointing up towards the sky. Either hands in prayer or down in front, whichever one works. Two more breaths, relax the face, maybe even smile. And then slowly, let's come back to the middle and walk our feet a little closer together and squat down. Elbows gently pushing the knees outwards. Prayer in front of the chest, spine long. Again, if your heels are off the floor, use some supports. And let's stay here for a couple more breaths. Long spine, face relaxed. Last breath. And then let's send the arms forwards, engage the core, and try to sit very lightly on your bum. Good. Let's keep your feet together this time. So your feet are against one another, and also move them away from your groin so that there is a little diamond shape. And now grab onto your shins wherever you can reach. Inhale and use your shins as leverage to pull yourself forward, send your chest forwards, and then bend the elbows and gently press the knees out and start sinking forwards. Good. Very nice. Continue that light pressure with the elbows, and that will also help you to pull the spine forwards. You can bring the chin into the chest so that your neck is also long. You can close the eyes if you wish. Final couple of breaths. And then let's come up slowly. So from here, we're going to keep the right leg closer to the groin and straighten the left leg forwards. Good. So keeping your left leg strong and engaged, flex the foot. And let's inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, now hinging forward from the hips without rounding the back. See how far you can reach before you feel you start to round. At that point, relax the arms. Somewhere on the floor, on your leg. If you want to take a strap, if you can reach for your toes, you can do that. But don't compromise the back. So instead of rounding and going really low, keep your spine straight and come a little higher. Then you can relax your arms down unless you want to work harder. Good. One more breath. And then slowly coming up. Let's change the legs. So left foot against your right thigh. Right leg strong. Flex the foot. And inhale, straighten the arms. Exhale, hinging forwards, keeping your back straight. Now, when you feel you can go no more forwards without rounding, relax the arms wherever they can reach. Keep that back long. Bring the chin into the chest, relax the neck. And focus on your breath. Inhalations and exhalations are equal in length. Every inhale, you feel the spine lengthening. Every exhale, the belly moves in towards the spine, making some space for you to move deeper into the pose. One more breath, and then slowly come back up. And now let's straighten both legs. If it's too difficult for you to go forward, you can keep your knees bent. Otherwise, keep them straight. Flex the feet, lengthen. And when you exhale, come forwards. The same thing again. And then relax the hands. Use your strap if you have it. Place it around the balls of your feet. And try and keep a long spine. Shoulders open. Your feet together. Yeah. And every exhale, pull the belly in and up. And see if you can find some space to move deeper. But never forget to listen to the body. So if it hurts, if there is pain, back off. Come out of the pose. If it's only slight discomfort, then it's okay. But pain means you need to stop. Okay, so just checking the time. And then slowly on your next inhalation, let's come out. Good, we'll finish with back bend. Let's place the hands behind the bum with the fingers pointing forwards. Now there's two options for this. I'm going to show you both. The straight leg option is more difficult. This is it, lifting the hips, body in straight line. Otherwise, bend the knees, feet hip distance, and come into a reverse table. Whichever one you choose, Let's keep it for 5 breaths. Inhaling, lifting the hips, opening the shoulders, belly engaged. So imagine you're at a table, and if I put a cup of coffee on you, it must stay there. Roll the shoulders open, send the chest, head can be back or looking forwards, whichever one's more comfortable. And then slowly release the hips down. From here, open your feet a little wider, as wide as your mat. And then we're going to start bringing one knee down on the floor and then the other. If it feels more comfortable, maybe you can come down on your elbows. See which works for you. Gently wiping the screen of your car. Good. And then let's stay on the left with the right knee down in the middle, yeah? And your left foot will go on top of that right knee, if possible. Benny, you're doing more Sharon Stone. So your right knee is in the middle between your legs, your left knees to the left, and then your left, that's it, yeah. Good. Staying here and breathing. And then for the last version of this pose, you can also come all the way down on the floor. It's optional. Arms can be anywhere. You can stretch them to the side or above the head. And then release the left foot down on the floor, and let's bring the left knee in the middle. So we're just doing the other side. And then bring the right ankle on the left knee. So the right ankle on the left, yeah, that's it. So you're either on your elbows or all the way down on the floor. I invite you here to close the eyes. To relax the face again. And then slowly let's release the right foot. And from here we're going to simply stretch the legs. Keep them as wide as your mat. Allow your feet to fall outwards. And we are preparing for the final resting pose. If you need a lavender pillow or a blanket to cover yourself, this is the time to grab it. Your arms are a little away from the body and your palms are facing up. Or another option, if you feel better, have your hands on your belly, resting them gently there. Bring the chin into the chest. Relax the face. And start to listen to your breath again. There is no more control of the breath. Allow it to be easy and natural. And follow your inhales and your exhales. Feel the belly expanding with every inhalation and contracting with every exhalation. And slowly start to lengthen your breath. Coming back to the body. If you wish, you can stay a little longer here or start waking up slowly by moving your fingers and toes, maybe circling the wrists and the ankles. And bringing the knees in, giving yourself a stretch. Slowly coming back up to a comfortable seated pose. Take your time. Keeping your eyes closed. Just take a few more moments to notice how the body feels, to notice your breath. And then let's bring the hands in prayer in front of the chest and tuck the chin in. And then moving your thumbs from the middle of your heart to the space between your eyes and then back to the heart. This is a symbolic gesture of connecting the heart and the mind. And thank you for joining me today. Well done. And namaste. Have a great day. And I hope I'll see you again. Okay, I'm not sure I can hear you.
Can you hear us now?
Okay.
Thank you very much. It was really brilliant.